Okay, good morning everyone. Um, I'm doing a video this morning because I keep getting asked by a lot of people, number one, why join Plexus, and number two, why I think it's different from other network marketing companies. And what is my testimonial for Plexus? So I thought I would just do a quick video and kind of give you some background about how I got started and why, and number two, like why I think Plexus is such great business opportunities. So I had done a couple of network marketing companies when I was really young, like 18 years old, 20, whatever. I was that poor kid that grew up, um, on welfare for part of our childhood. We didn't have a lot of money and all of that. So when I turned 18, I moved. Well, I had been living on my own anyway, but I had met someone who introduced me to network marketing, and I thought it was amazing. I thought it was an amazing concept, and especially for someone like me who comes from a background without a lot of wealth, because I was like, wow, this is actually a way that I could become something more than just, an employee. Um, However, it didn't really work out at that time for me. I mean, I don't know if it was probably my credibility, timing in life. I didn't have any money, of course. And I really didn't have a solid ground to work from. But anyway, so I tried that back then. And then several years ago, my sister started talking to me about network marketing. And I was absolutely against it. I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I've been down that road. I think it's a brilliant idea, but it's just not for me. So, she proceeded to bring me companies over the next year and a half or so, and I just kept saying, no, 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 no. And then one day I was put on a testimonial page for Plexus, and what that is like a group on Facebook where customers and ambassadors and stuff can post their results. So I started reading these, and at this time, as many of you know, I was in the car business for a really long time, got out of that, prayed for a while, like trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I was actually in school to be an RN. So I was watching these testimonials, and I had in the back of my mind that my sister was really looking for a company that would work. And so at first I was like, why did I get put on this page? Because I'm a size 4. I've been a size 4 my whole life. I'm not a sickly person. I am lucky that way, that I have, good health, good genes, whatever it is. But I continued to watch the testimonials for about 3 months, and I finally decided, well, if these products really do what all these people are saying, this is crazy. And so I didn't know anything about the business. I hadn't been approached about the business, so I didn't know how the pay worked or anything. So I just started researching the company myself. I found out that they were debt-free. I found out that they were a customer of Morgan Stanley, which to me made me feel like they had some credibility. They'd been around for a little while. They didn't have a lot of ambassadors. So in my mind, traditionally speaking, what I knew of network marketing was if you get in the beginning, you can make it. So I decided to join without trying the products or anything. I'm like, I've wasted $35 in my life a million times. I've wasted a couple $100 plenty of times. So I ended up joining at the most you can join for, which is like $250. So I got the products in, and I called 4 or 5 people over and doled out, I'm like, here, you take a week, and we weighed and measured and all this stuff. And I sent them home, and I was like, come back in a week and let's figure out if this is working. So in the meantime, I called my sister. I said, I think I found the company, blah, blah, blah. So then the next thing I wanted to do was figure out how I was going to get paid, because really I was doing this for a business. I didn't think at that time that I needed the products. I knew maybe some of my family could use the products, but I didn't think I needed them. So I was just purely doing this for business. So I figured out how we got paid, and started to work my business, because I found out that the products do work, and I had great results, even myself, as far as better energy and better sleep and stuff like that. But the reason why I think Plexus is so different from other companies is that their compensation plan is laid out brilliant. I mean, normally in a typical network marketing company or whatever you want to call it, all of the money flows to the top. So a lot of the people at the top are making a lot of money, and some of the people at the bottom aren't making as much money because the money has to be dispersed over so many different people and levels and stuff like that. But with Plexus, they designed their compensation plan to work on profit sharing. So the person who works their business the most actually can get paid the most, no matter where you are in the company, because they only pay for 7 levels, which means that if you join today and you have a great network and you have great credibility and you've been talking to people for years and years, and maybe you're a business owner now, and so you have a lot of contacts, you could actually make more money than the first person that signed up in Plexus because of the design of the compensation plan. You also cannot sign one person and just ride their coattails. So that's a brilliant part too. I mean, each person that's going to make money in our company actually has to do the work. They can't just sign someone else and let them do the work for them. I think that's awesome as well. Some of the other things that really drew me to the business were the products affordable? Were they consumable? And what is the market? So obviously healthcare is a huge market right now. There are so many people who don't feel well. Either they have headaches or sicknesses, or their immune systems are bad, or they just feel crappy. There's tons of people who don't have any energy, can't sleep. I mean, it's crazy. So those were a few reasons why I started the business, a little bit about my story, and why I think that this is such a viable career choice for so many people. I mean, where can you go and start a business for $35? You don't have any overhead. I mean, think about the traditional brick and mortar business. I have business owners, friends that own businesses now that struggle. I mean, they have to have payroll, insurance. They have to buy equipment. They have to keep that equipment insured. They have to buy materials to, make jobs work. Just employees and staff. I mean, it's crazy the amount of overhead for a brick and mortar company. And I totally get it. But in this industry and in this business, you've got a huge market, and it's literally $35. $35 can get you going. Even if you bought the biggest package so that you could try the products, it's still only like $250. That's like a drop in the bucket to start a business. So my question to you would be, why wouldn't you try it?